Hello everybody, Fazbear Films 100 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all my full Five Nights at Freddy's plushie Funko collection. So as you can see, we've got Wave 1, Wave 2, some of Wave 3, FNAF AR, Custom, Summer Security Reach, Circus, and Tie-Dye. But before we get into the video, in today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been subscribed to me, because you guys have got me to 70 subscribers, which I never thought I would reach. So thank you all so much. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, we have the man himself, Freddy Fazbear. Now, to be honest, out of all my Wave 1 characters, my least favourite out of the plushies is probably Freddy, just because it's kind of just Freddy, isn't he? He's kind of a bit plain, to be honest. And like, say, talking about Foxy looks really cool, but then Freddy kind of meh. But I still love him. He's got his bow tie, he's got some freckles, he's got his hat, and yeah, that is really just Freddy for you. Moving on from Freddy Fazbear, we now have my favourite character in the whole of Five Nights at Freddy's, Bonnie the Bunny, which is also what my LC is based off, as you will all know. Now, Bonnie I love the Bonnie plushie. It's simple in a good way, and it just looks exactly like Bonnie. It's even got a little tail there. And funny story, when I first got my Bonnie plushie and I saw the tail, I thought it was a knockoff until I saw my favourite YouTuber using his plushie and the tail was there. But yeah, obviously he's got his iconic red bow tie and his big bunny ears. And really, that is just Bonnie. Wave 1 was a pretty simple wave. Moving on from Bonnie, we have Chica the chicken. Jeez, what did I do to you, Chica? Honestly, Chica could have had some such good merch, but I mean, I guess Funko doesn't like Chica either. I mean, at least in Wave 1 they didn't do printing, and she actually has an actual bib. But apart from the bib, there's literally nothing about you, Chica. Leaving Chica behind like everyone else does in her life, we have the fan favourite Foxy the Pirate Fox. Now, as you guys can probably see, Funko really took the fan favourite into consideration. Seem as, I mean, look how amazing he looks. They got the eye patch perfect, the eyebrows perfect, just everything about him is perfect. And as some of you like veteran, just some people who have been watching me for a while know, like since I ever started my channel, will know that I hate Foxy plushies with hooks. And so luckily they didn't do that in Wave 1, and luckily they didn't give him his withering, because I feel like that would really kind of ruin his whole plushie, to be honest. So yeah, no hook, no withering, makes him the perfect plushie. Moving away from Wave 1 now, we have Wave 2 starting off with Toy Chica. Now, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel before, but Toy Chica was actually my first ever plushie I ever got. Back in 20 whatever year this was released, like 2016 I think it was, or 2017. I can't remember. But yeah, this was my first ever plushie, which I'm happy about, because this is such a perfect plushie. I mean, the head shape is kind of weird, but that's kind of just for Chica. This is much better than the FNAF 1 Chica, because it's got pink cheeks on her face, got the eyes that aren't actually poking out, which I used to not like them, but now I think they look alright. The hair, which is obviously this is just a bit warm because I've had it for like years. But the bib is perfect size for Toy Chica. And just, yeah, Toy Chica is a really good plushie. Also my first ever one. Moving on from Toy Chica now, we have Mr. Cupcake. Now, this is obviously Toy Cupcake from FNAF 2 to go along with Toy Chica. But I would much rather prefer to just have FNAF 1 Cupcake, to be honest, because, let's be honest, who really gives a crap about Toy Cupcake? I would have much preferred to have the FNAF 1 cupcake rather than Toy Cupcake, even if it didn't match with Toy Chica. But, I mean, I guess this is the closest thing we'll probably ever get, because I don't think they'll ever make a plushie like this ever again. Because all they really do now is, like, FNAF AR and their own stuff now. But I guess it is a good plushie, but I would have much rather preferred to have FNAF 1. Because you see it has its candle, it has a little base, and, yeah, I mean, it's really just this cupcake, so... yeah, I much would have preferred to have FNAF 1 cupcake. Moving on from Mr. Cupcake, we have my favourite Wave 2 plushie, Springtrap. Now, I've heard a lot of people complain, like saying, oh, Springtrap looks horrible in Wave 2. They should give him a redesign in a fantasy redesign wave, which I would absolutely love to have a redesign wave, but I doubt they'll ever do that. But I love how Springtrap looks in Wave 2. I don't know. Obviously, he doesn't look identical to FNAF 3 Springtrap, but you can tell it's Springtrap. They've got the key features like the half ear and like all the withering and William Afton all in there. I think this is a perfect plushie. He's got his big grin as well. This is me when you subscribe. Take a screenshot, guys. Okay, so yeah, Springtrap, and his ear is like, normally with Bonnie's, like the ear will just bend into place over time if you keep moving it. But this guy, he comes with his ear kind of bent like that, which I think really adds to like Springtrap's, seem as like he's been rotten for 30 years. And they even did some of his back detail as well, which they don't usually do, as you can tell from other plushies. But yeah, Springtrap is a perfect plushie that I really like. And they've also got the wires as well. Saying goodbye to Springtrap, we are now saying hello to the puppet. Now, the puppet is just kind of one of those plushies that, it's just, if you see it, you'll get it, but you ain't gonna go out your way to find it unless you're a hardcore puppet fan. Because it's, obviously Puppet is a plain character, but the puppet plushie is also plain. Because the mask is made out of a really bad material that you could just like rip off. But the buttons are not printed, because they didn't do printing back then. And she's got these little rings around her ankles and her wrists. But yeah, I guess, and I said this in my birthday review, if you wanted the white eyes, I guess you could kind of like paint them on or like clothe them on or like stick like white paper onto them. But yeah, I mean, Puppet is just one of those plushies that it's good, but it ain't great. Moving on from Puppet, we are now going to go to Nightmare Freddy. Now, Nightmare Freddy is a decent plushie, I guess. He's not my favourite. He's not really one that I think about a lot. But I guess he is quite decent. He's got like a half-cut ear, which is really, really, really cool. I just noticed that, to be honest. He's got these sharp teeth that I know not everyone likes, but I think they look awesome, to be honest. He's got, honestly, the withering. These guys need withering, or you won't be able to tell that the nightmares. But this withering just sucks. Like, it's literally a bit down there. Why does he have like a billion wires? And he just has like, that's not an endoskeleton. That's like that's a factory. He has a whole factory inside of his stomach for some reason. But yeah, I mean, he's got his hat, he's got his bow tie, and that is really it for Nightmare Freddy. Now, our final plushie for Wave 2 is Nightmare Foxy. Now, Nightmare Foxy, once again, he has a factory inside him for some reason. And my view has changed on him a lot since we saw that prototype. Because that prototype was so cool. It had claws, it had bigger ears. But then we got this. It's good, but the prototype is much better. But I do like how the eye patch is kind of like above his eye this time. And the withering on his face is awesome, and on his ears still doesn't make any sense, but I guess it looks cool. Obviously factory and factory. But yeah, apart from that, really just Nightmare Freddy, but just Nightmare Foxy. And saying goodbye to Wave 2, we are now going to move on to the lamest wave of them all. Circus Baby, You have gigantic head, horrible printing, you can't even sit up straight. I hate you a lot. Getting rid of wave 3. Moving on to FNAF AR. Probably one of the most controversial waves, just after the tie-dye wave, is the Five Nights at Freddy's AR special delivery wave. Now, I only have 3 of these because, to be honest, most of them look really bad because they use really bad models. But I got these 3 because I liked them. So first of all, obviously, we got the pretty rare, it's not too rare, but it's quite rare, Firework Freddy. Now, honestly, this is probably one of the best FNAF AR plushies, to be honest, because he's even got a little firework. He's got his like American shirt, his little red bow tie. He even has like the little glasses, which aren't actually, they're not the best material, but they're definitely not as cheap as some materials for some plushies are. But really, it is quite a good plushie. Now, what I want you to do, Firework Freddy, is firework away. God, I just landed that, by the way. Shit! Moving on from the best trick shot ever is my most expensive plushie, coming in at a whopping 72 quid, fellas, is Chocolate Bonnie. Now, honestly, this is my favourite out of all the FNAF AR, even as skins in the actual game. Obviously, unfortunately, you got printed buttons, and the bow tie is quite a weird material. But the model is absolutely awesome. It feels awesome, and it uses a really good model. And it has like a half an ear bitten out of it, just like it's been kind of munched on. But yeah, it's a really, really good plushie, and I would definitely recommend the 72 quid that I got it for. Moving on to my first ever custom plushie. Now, if you guys watch my channel quite a lot, you would have seen my live stream where I actually live streamed making this. So if you want to go check out that live, just go on my channel and find the live stream. Because it was a pretty fun live stream. I burnt myself about 8 times with a hot glue gun. As you can see, there's like hot glue gun stuff there. But yeah, this may not be as good as some other people's custom plushies, but this was my first ever one. So, give me a break. But I like it, so that's all that really matters. And I am not going to actually throw you, because I really don't want to damage you. We're nearly at the end now, guys. Here we have my only security breach plushie, Glamrock Freddy. Now this is this re-release second wave type security breach plushie, because as you can see, the bow is not printed and it does not feel like hay, as some people describe it. But obviously, it is a good plushie. It's good to have him, but his ears kind of look like Mickey Mouse, and he's missing his blue ribbon. But the lightning is really, really well made, and yeah, I really like this plushie. I don't really use it much finding my videos, but it's just nice to have, to be honest. Nearly at the last one now. So here, one of my most recent videos actually, they're reviewing these guys. So if you want to go check out a whole video based on these guys, you can go to watch that video. But obviously, I'm not gonna go too into depth because I obviously went over them in a recent video. But let's just say I like these guys, and I like his little goofy, tiny hat. But this is definitely my favorite wave of Funko ever.
Guys, I'm actually going to stop. I'm going to stop throwing them at my wall now, because I may or may not have dented my wall by throwing them nose first. So yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to just kind of skim through the next 4 because I'm kind of getting bored and I really want to sleep. I mean, it's like daytime outside, but yeah, I'm just getting kind of bored. So, Circus Foxy, I love his little tail, his droopy ears, and his tear. Obviously printed and all that, which I'm not a big fan of, but I guess we'll deal with it. And he's got his big red nose. But yeah, as you can see, they really went for like a real fox for Circus Foxy, which is very nice. This is definitely my favorite circus plushie, which is actually the first one I pre-ordered. They took like 3 months to come because I pre-ordered them. Never pre-order off Amazon, people. Although you do get like a discounted price, but whatever. So yeah, he's got his little like gesture type thingy on his like wrist and his neck. He's got really good printed buttons, to be honest. He's got a goofy little clown smile. And he's got like bells that I wish were 3D, but no, they are not. But yeah, he's really nice. I really love Circus Bunny. Probably one of my favourite plushies I have.
Fat tie-dye Freddy. Green Springtrap.
And guys, there we are. We have finished my full Five Nights at Freddy's Funko plushie review. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And once again, thank you so much for 70 subscribers. Be expecting a 70 subscriber special soon. But until then, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that jazz, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!